The Australian east coast is bracing for a serious hit as Tropical Cyclone Alfred barrels towards land. This is no joke. Less than 24 hours from now, communities will be facing extreme weather conditions, and the Prime Minister has issued a stern warning: be sensible. Stay safe. G'day, and welcome back to the channel. We've got breaking news about one of the most dangerous storms to hit Australia in years. The country is on high alert as Cyclone Alfred prepares to make landfall, and the government is scrambling to minimize the damage. If you're anywhere near the affected areas, listen up. This is a situation that could turn deadly if people don't take it seriously. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese addressed the nation earlier today, delivering a no-nonsense message as the storm edges closer. He confirmed that Cyclone Alfred is set to make landfall in the early hours of tomorrow morning, but already, the impact is being felt across the coast. Rainfall and wind impacts are expected to increase throughout today, Albanese warned, urging Aussies to use their heads and avoid taking unnecessary risks. He emphasized that this is not the time for sightseeing or thrill-seeking. This storm will be dangerous, and lives are on the line. As always, when disaster strikes, Aussies come together. Albanese praised emergency service personnel, local councils, and volunteers who are working around the clock to keep people safe. He highlighted the dedication and resilience of public servants, who are going above and beyond to respond to this crisis. When nature does its worst, Australians are at their best. We lift each other up, we look after our neighbours, and we stand together, he said. The PM also pointed out that this isn't just about physical damage, it's also taking a mental toll on communities. Many areas still haven't recovered from past disasters, and now, they are being hit again. He gave a special mention to Lismore, where residents have been through flood after flood, only to now face another extreme weather event. These communities have been knocked down. They get up. They get knocked down. They get up. And now, they are facing this. He reassured affected areas that there are no politics in this crisis, just Australians helping Australians. So, how bad is it going to get? Well, according to the latest Bureau of Meteorology reports, it's not looking good. Record-breaking waves of up to 12.3 meters have already been recorded off the Gold Coast, and things are only getting worse. This isn't just about heavy rain, strong winds, potential flash flooding, and power outages are all on the table. Some areas have already been ordered to evacuate, and the government is urging people to follow instructions. The PM made it crystal clear: if the State Emergency Services, SES, tell you to get out, get out. They have the knowledge, they have the expertise. If you ignore their advice, you're not just putting yourself at risk, you're making it harder for them to save lives. And let's be real here, this isn't a drill. Tens of thousands of homes could be left without power, and emergency resources will be stretched thin. Albanese confirmed that the federal government has generators ready in the national stockpile, but let's not kid ourselves. There won't be enough for everyone. So, here's the deal. Charge your phones, stock up on essentials, and don't be a hero. As expected, the cyclone is already causing major disruptions. Flights are being cancelled, with Virgin and Qantas suspending services in and out of Brisbane, the Gold Coast, and Ballina. Meanwhile, over 1,000 schools across Queensland and 280 in northern New South Wales have shut their doors as authorities prioritise safety. Centrelink services are also affected, with some offices closing temporarily. The government has urged people to handle their business online or via phone if possible. In a move that shows just how serious the situation is, Albanese has deployed 120 Australian Defence Force, ADF, personnel to New South Wales. Their mission? Door-knocking, welfare checks, road clearance, sandbagging, and damage assessment. Emergency services are already on the ground, but with the storm intensifying, more hands are needed. The Chief Medical Officer has also activated the National Incident Centre, ensuring that health authorities and emergency agencies are fully coordinated. And just to put things into perspective, over 375,000 sandbags have already been distributed. Now, let's talk about something that a lot of people are thinking but not everyone wants to say out loud. Is climate change making these disasters worse? When asked if global warming is playing a role in these extreme weather events, Albanese didn't hold back. Australia has always had floods, we've always had cyclones. But what the science tells us is that these extreme weather events are becoming more frequent and more intense. And here's a fact that should make everyone stop and think. Every single one of the world's hottest years has happened in the last decade. Whether you believe in climate change or not, one thing is clear. Storms like Cyclone Alfred are becoming harder to ignore. To wrap things up, this is a serious situation. The PM's message is simple. Don't take risks, listen to emergency warnings, and be prepared. If you're in an affected area, stay up to date through official channels. Whether it's the Bureau of Meteorology, BOM, the SES, or your local ABC radio station. Albanese also had a message for thrill seekers and rubberneckers. This isn't a time for sightseeing. Don't be an idiot. Stay safe and use common sense. Let us know what you think in the comments. And if you haven't already, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And trust me, you won't want to miss what happens next.